Hello, I am delighted to be with you today, sharing a little bit of my story of really how I became vegan, hegan, or as my wife says, a heathen. Um, Basically, about 2 years ago, I was at work and I began to suffer some sort of paralysis. I was putting away Chromebooks that day, and my whole left side just kind of went numb. I proceeded to go from there to the doctor's office, emergency actually, and I relayed to them the story that felt like my left side had gone numb. They did a battery of tests. Long story short, I ended up being out of work for 3 months. They wanted me to go in the hospital, but I kind of refused to do that because it's like, not interested in racking up that bill. But I was sent home with a bunch of medicines for prediabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, you name it. Around about that time, I began praying. I was like, God, I know you have something better for me than this. And watched the movie What the Health. Because I had reported back to the doctors, going through physical therapy to regain, strength in that side of my body. And it met with the doctor. I said, hey, man, I'm doing everything you've told me to do, and still I'm not getting any better. So what gives? And he's like, you must be not doing something. I said, no, I'm doing everything. And I really was. But my condition was not improving. Still had prediabetes, still all of those things that scared me. Because I know if you come down with prediabetes, within 5 years or so, they say you develop diabetes, and that's automatically about 15 years off your life. And I don't know about anybody else, but I wanted to be around to enjoy my life. So, watched the movie What the Health. Felt like it was God's answer to me that meat and eggs and dairy were the cause of my autoimmune disease, that myasthenia gravis is what they had pronounced it, or diagnosed it at one point, were the cause of my high blood pressure, was the cause of high cholesterol, and was the cause of just everything. So I stopped it pretty much cold turkey. Began researching even more. Found Dr. Greger's nutritionfacts.org, his suggestions as to what you should eat each day in his little app, The Daily Dozen. It's in the iOS store as well as on Android. Also found an app called Food Monster, and it contained over 20,000 plant-based, whole food plant-based recipes. I mean, good recipes. And just a plethora of information. So I changed my diet and returned to health. No medicine, none of those medicines, and along the way dropped about 50 pounds. So that's my journey. Started keeping a cow calculator. So I've saved about 600 animals, their lives. Environmentally, I have saved water, saved land, all of those things. And most of all, saved my own life. So that's my story.